YouTube.
It's so dry, but we got a rainstorm the other night. It was really great.
It was.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, we got that. Watered everything.
good when
Yeah,
it rains, especially if
it
it's been
was.
dry.
Yeah, we got that. Yay.
Just trying to find my way home. Okay, here I am. All right. Um, the landing page for the membership is up. It's not beautiful or finished, but at least it's up. I'm going to try to work on it a little bit later tonight. My goal is to even have, and I have most of it done, a projection of what we're going to do for mind trips, like for a couple of months, so you'll know what to expect when you come in, and for the Reiki practices, like what the topics are going to be. Um, so just like keep coming back and keep checking on and what I want to do too is create a conversation in the Facebook group after mind trips so that we can share and talk about the mind trips that we take on, so that we're going on. So like as the membership starts to increase, there'll be more people to be able to like talk about your experiences with, together. I thought that might be a good idea so that you can kind of carry it into the week if you want to use it, and apply it to things that you're doing during the week or something.
I like that.
Nice.
Anybody have anything they want to share before we start? Okay. Um, the 6-month Codex class, some of you guys have seen it. Some of you guys are already signed up. It's going to be amazing. I'm like super excited about it. It's all new information, really. Um,
Mm.
and my goal, like, how we spend 100% of our time, people like us, trying to figure ourselves out and heal. We're going to heal. I'm going to get up and I'm going to heal today. And I'm going to get up and I'm going to heal tomorrow. And it's a full-time job for most of us. I want to start to figure out ways that we can playfully move throughout our day and still get what we need as far as our evolution, but it doesn't have to be painful and hard and you know I know a lot of people like in the program and in the membership, and a lot of people I work with, like, we're on a mission, right? We don't really know exactly where we're going on this mission, but it's like an obsession that we want to feel better and we want to, work through our stuff. So being able to create this or find our codex and be able to have all of our tools right there and kind of have a relationship with our tools. That's the biggest thing that I've found. It's like a relationship with this playful tool that, like, I go visit my codex and this big dog comes out first to greet me every time. And like I open it up and it's everything I could ever want. And it's in there, and things that, like, last night I asked, like, how do I know what I don't know what to ask? Like, how do I learn, but I don't know the questions? What if I don't, you know what I mean? Like, you want to learn something new, but you don't really know even the question you want to ask. And it's just about the experience, because when you have one experience, you learn the next thing you want to learn about, but it's playful and it's easier because it's all within, like, it's just us. We're like, we came and we landed on this silly planet with all of this stuff um to be able to use. So I just want to try to figure out, how do we use it? How do we find it? And how do we not suffer?
I'm excited.
Yeah, and I'm going off on a tangent, but the whole suffering thing, like, we have been taught that suffering is good. Like, that's what we're supposed to be doing here, right? Like, living is suffering, and that's fucking awesome, right? Like, let's just, I don't stop it. Like, I want to stop, like, believing that that's what we're supposed to be doing here. I don't think we're supposed to suffer, but I think we've been taught that. So that's where I'm coming from. Everybody's kind of looking at me weird. Do I sound weird? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. You're coming from a good place. I'm very tough. Oh, bye, Emily. Where'd you go?
I was
Oh.
like, this is terrible. I'm leaving. I'm teasing.
Of course.
All right. So the little practice I want to do today with Reiki, and I think um we're gonna do this practice for ourselves. And then the last like 15 minutes, we can kind of break off or I know that Aaron could really use some like Reiki support today. And if anybody else is really feeling like they really need it more than they want to give it, we'll kind of figure out who's in a position to do what. But if we do this practice first, it may make you feel better. And then, you may feel different in the next few minutes.
I hope so.
Emily, are you okay?
Yeah, I just have the most terrible Wi-Fi and I'm frustrated because like it pops off as soon as it's time to listen, it pops off and so I'll just be around as I can.
That's fine. And if go ahead, you can shut your video off. It's easier. Like if it sticks
Oh,
around.
maybe it'll work better. Yeah. And I got the wiggles anyway, so.
All
Okay.
right. So what I want to do first is the little bit of a meditation at the beginning. We're going to focus in on, I've been kind of calling it an outer band. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in our energy field, the different layers and different stuff. But I want to kind of look at it like a cohesive, here's our skin, here's our the outer edge of our field, wherever that may be on any given day. I think it kind of expands and contracts with what you're doing. But what I want to do, we're just going to spend a couple of minutes first just tuning in to our field. What does it look like? What does it feel like today? It's not like an exploration of like what's the anatomy? Don't worry about that. It's more like today, how does my field feel? Where does it look contracted? Where like what maybe is floating around in there and um kind of scanning all around you to see like what parts maybe are more contracted than others. Um, we're just going to focus in on that first. And then then we're going to do our own Reiki. And as we're scanning first, you're going to kind of notice like maybe around, like for me, always right here because my jaw this is my tight spot. My field is like clunky here and contracted and thicker, like this stuff here. So that's what I want you to kind of look on the outer band in the meditation. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go in with Reiki and apply it to the places of our field that look, like I said, look at it at the broad, we don't have to be considering like the emotional, mental, all these layers. Just look at it as one, like here's my skin, here's the outer part of my field, and how does it feel? Okay. And then we can, after we work on it for a little bit, then I want to talk about it because everybody's going to have a little bit of a different perspective about their own field, and that'll help the next person, understand their own field better, right? Because everybody has a different perspective. Does that sound okay?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So let's just close our eyes. Can you guys hear George snoring?
I felt like right before you asked, I could almost hear something, but it's okay.
I just wanted to make sure it's not like too intrusive.
He's got a snore.
It's because it's loud, like here. All right. So close your eyes. And just, you can put your hands on your body if you want to help yourself get into your body. Start to bring your breath into your body, like paying attention to a nice gentle breath in and a nice gentle breath out. Don't force it, but do pay attention to the depth of your breath and allow it to come down into your solar plexus and allow it to expand your rib cage from bottom to top. And as you're taking your breaths, I want you to imagine that your body itself, your physical body, as you're taking your breath in, allow the feeling from your physical body into your energy field to just expand a little bit so that your mind is catching what's beyond your physical body. And you're not really looking to expand your field. It's more about allowing your mind to see what's in your field. So seeing what's beyond your physical body. So with this breathing, it's a little bit like expansion and release and seeing that field. Maybe you can see movement, maybe you can see colors, maybe you can see memories or tension. But using your intuition and imagining using all of your senses in this area, start scanning your field between your physical body and the outer limits of your energy field. You can move to the places that you know that you tend to have trouble, if these are places that you want to understand in a deeper way. Or you can look at it more in a broader sense. It's completely up to you. And if it helps while you're looking at your field, you can even imagine wearing like special glasses to see particular things, or imagining that you're literally walking through your field. And you can ask for help from a guide, of course. So this is pretty much the stage of being like diagnostic stage. You're just looking and observing what maybe needs assistance. And then when you feel ready, I want you to imagine at first almost having a conversation with Reiki, like with the idea of doing Reiki for your field and asking maybe what's the best way to go about it. Or what's the best way to hold your intention? Asking for feedback from your own field of how to help it the most. And maybe that just means holding the intention or holding your hand, your in your imagination in the particular places on your field. And then just allowing the fresh, clean, expansive energy to gently roll in to your energy field. And just be the observer. You don't really have to control it. And as you work on your field, pay attention to your physical body and notice if there's subtle changes of how it feels. And I do want to say you're in your energy field and your intention is we're doing Reiki, but if there are other things that you feel drawn to do as far as clearing your field or anything like that, I think it's okay to go ahead and like follow your intuition of what you feel like you need. Also hearing to tell you guys to allow or ask to have the experience of what your field is supposed to look like, what your field's supposed to feel like if it was in perfect working order. And if you happen to see your field expand in places, clear up, or maybe you have the idea of like that perfect crystalline energy in your energy field, you can ask, what do I need to adjust or let go of to keep this resonance? If this feels right, if you want to let go of the idea of doing Reiki and just spend probably 2 minutes sitting in your field, just feeling the amazingness of who you are, of what you're made of. Not about your physical body, but about your energy, about the the part of you that is pure and perfect all the time. And just allowing yourself to feel that, allowing yourself to know what it feels like to just be in perfect resonance. And then the last thing, if it feels right, if you want to stand back from yourself and look at yourself from an outside perspective and just see what you look like, see through the eyes of being able to see the whole picture. Not like when you're looking in the mirror at your body, but being able to see who you really are. Admire the beauty of who you really are or what you really are. We're going to start to just come back to being in your body, holding on to that sweet spot if you're able to. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And if there's anything you want to jot down so you don't forget, go ahead and do that. If anybody would like to share how that was, if anything good happened, if you want to share about it, or not good.
Christina,
Mhm.
I would like to receive Reiki as well, if there if at all possible.
We'll probably have to pair up because I'm not, um, I'm thinking, Peggy, you probably want some too, right? Like you looked like you did. So we'll have to probably exchange, you know what I mean? Like if everybody wants some, we'll have to like help each other. How was that for everybody?
Good.
Saw a lot of crazy things.
Yeah, like what?
Well, um, when I started, I was like over in my right upper side. I was seeing, um, we had this fanny pack. There was a Nintendo fanny pack, and we had our Game Boy and our Game Boy games in it. And I saw my dad giving it to me, and I remember playing that as a kid. Um, then there was like a waterfall of like deep like Caribbean blue water coming from my crown chakra coming down, but I was seeing it almost like if it was in a pool, like a natural pool, if that makes sense. um, so we're on my left shoulder and neck area, which is where I carry a lot of my stress. I saw this like rusty farm tool that was like really old. Um, then you were talking, well, oh yeah. So then we started saying the Reiki, and I hear from Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's a jump to the left and then a step to the right because these were like the two areas that I was like focusing on or whatever, which makes me laugh because it's a great movie. And it was like pulsating in my like left shoulder. I could feel that. And then I saw a scene of like I used to cover the courts when I lived in well, New York, New Hampshire, and Maine, but this was in New York, and it was like the city that was next to my city, the Fulton Court. And like I was sitting in court facing the front, and some chick, she was very cartoonish. She had like spiky hair, and she like turned around and had like wicked, like her eyes bugged out, and she just looked like wow. And then she turned back around to face the front of the room. Okay, hang on. Let's see what else. Oh, so then I saw Dr. Yusui like blasting my energy field with Reiki. So it was like vibrating things and it was kind of like shaking things up, the things that weren't supposed to be there, so they could be extracted. And then oh, trust your intuition to help keep this resonance, protect yourself and your energy, regularly practice Reiki daily. Then I saw like in the freaking like old and west times with like the stagecoach. It was like a stagecoach robbery, and I was a woman in a blue like petticoat outfit, dress, whatever. And I was sitting on the top where the driver was, and I was like, not just me, I was with like a couple other people, but we were like trying to fend off these bandits. Um, and then it was like put a mirror in the back of my third eye to reflect things back to people instead of absorbing them. And then the last thing I saw, besides washing myself with the whole waterfall that I have, was like there was a tornado and it was ripping up a giant like metal transformer and like dragging it across the ground, and it was like really, the sky was like super red, and I just heard Danger Will Robinson, and then after that I just did the washing, and I forgot what the last thing was that we were supposed to do. It came to me and then it was gone. So, but
It was to observe yourself.
oh yeah, I was observing myself, but oh yeah, I was very bright white light with wings and like a robe. So
That's a lot.
that is a lot. I know. There's all these weird things that I was seeing, and I was like, okay.
That's good though. That's all stuff that you can go back and work with.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I got my work cut out for me. I'm just kidding.
Awesome. Thank you.
Of course. You're welcome.
My closet just opened, my cat came out. I don't, it's so weird. Anybody else want to share? Well, we could do this. What time is it? Let me see. We could do about like 4 minutes each and everybody work together on one person. If that feels good. And that way you're not like having to put a lot of energy into one person for several minutes, right? Like we can just do a little bit together.
That
And
was my mock-up.
yeah, and that way if you're really not feeling it, like you can hold space, but you don't have to like, you can do whatever you want. Um, but you can have your own time to have everybody work on you. I think, does that sound okay?
Hmm.
Poor Emily, feel bad. Just having trouble.
Yeah, there probably just isn't a good connection up there in Chihuahua.
Yeah, her Wi-Fi goes out even when we have sessions. It's like back and forth. It's extra bad tonight though. All right, so let's do Aaron, Peggy, and Paula in that order, and we'll do Emily when she comes back. I'm going to set a timer for 4 minutes each. So if everybody's here, 4 times 4, that's 16. That should be just about the time that we have. All right, so we're gonna do Reiki for Aaron first. But like I said, if you're not feeling up to it, you can just hold the space. I'm gonna do it for everyone. So, you know, even, if you're just kind of sitting and holding space, that's enough. Whatever you feel up to doing. Aaron, is there anything special like that you want us to pay attention to?
Um, yeah, we can send some Reiki to my guts. They're better than they were yesterday, but it was not a good day yesterday.
And we're going to just kind of keep the messages to um like while you're working on the person. So if you happen to notice something, go ahead and put it in the chat, and then everybody can kind of go back and read the messages. But we just have enough time to like do the Reiki. So if you have messages though, please share them in the chat. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to start Aaron's so you can start sending to her now. Emily, just to let you know, we're spending 4 minutes doing Reiki on each person. So everybody's sending Reiki together towards one person. And right now we're sending it to Erin. And if you have any messages for her, you can send it in the chat. I think she's frozen, but hopefully she heard me. So we can withdraw from Erin. And you can leave a message in the chat if you want to. And next we're going to go to Peggy. So I'm going to set the timer for Peggy. Peggy, is there anything special you want?
My solar plexus, I've got a lot of stuff going on. It's like stuck there with my mother. It's very frustrating. And I got to my lower abdomen stuck.
Becky.
Becky.
Bye, Becky.
Hey,
Um,
Christina. Hey, Peggy.
Hey, Becky. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Becky, we're kind of going around and everybody's doing Reiki for a person together. And right now we're doing Peggy.
Oh, okay.
Just for about 4 minutes. And she's asking for extra care around her solar plexus and lower belly. And if you see anything, feel free to put it in the chat for Peggy. Okay, we can start to disengage from Peggy now. If you have anything that you haven't written in the chat and you'd like to, go ahead. And then next is Paula. And Paula, when you get a chance, it looks like you're typing, but when you get a chance, if there's anything special that you want to request.
Yeah, I would like healing around my heart area and where I feel like I don't deserve love or abundance.
So I'm going to set my timer. And again, if anybody wants to say anything to Paula that they see, go ahead and share it in the chat. We're going to start disengaging from Paula. And you can put anything in the chat you'd like. And I'm going to take the copy the chat, and I'll make sure everybody gets a copy of the chat so that when we're all done, so that you can like go back and spend time on it. And I would, if anybody's not cool with this, just tell me. But if you happen to see somebody's comment that you're curious about, or you want to have more conversation about it, please reach out to them. As long as everybody's okay with that, to be able to maybe, if you have questions about it, or want to understand it in a deeper way. Okay. And let's do Becky. If you'd like some, Becky, would you like some Reiki? Your head? Is it your sinuses or just like your brain?
My brain. Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to set a timer for 4 minutes. And Becky wants her brain has some love. Her brain needs some love. Okay, we can start with drawing from Becky. And you can leave anything in the chat you'd like for Becky if you want. There's quite a few interesting things in the chat for everyone, it looks like. Aaron, insane in the membrane.
Good old Cypress Hills, the first thing that popped into my head.
Let's see. I'm going to figure out how I save this. Hmm. Oh.
Yeah, it's been sad down here in Texas.
Yeah. Whole month of July, pretty much.
Ugh.
Can someone copy that? Wait a minute, maybe there's a link there.
Yeah. Looking at,
No.
or I can copy it.
It didn't do anything though.
I was gonna paste it in my browser, but I'm bringing that up because I only popped up the Zoom.
I did this so easily the last time. Save chat. There we go. Chat saved, but where did it save?
That's the magic question, really.
I know, like it says it saved, but where? How do I know?
See if your Google thing will work.
Did any of y'all have a strange feeling about Paula's heart?
Art.
I didn't.
Didn't notice it. Is it on the wall or
What?
was it on the wall?
No, there was something going on in her heart,
Oh,
and
they said art.
That's why you're asking about the wall. I was confused about the wall, but okay.
Okay, well, there can be walls and arts.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah. And, the heart, yeah.
Please, I can't figure. I've saved this, but I don't know. Like it's a hit or miss whether I'm gonna find it or not.
Does it go into downloads or does it go in a different place? Oh, let me see if that Google Doc link worked. Nope. I need access to get to the Google Doc.
It's blank on my end.
Okay.
Hmm. It's not in downloads. Eight, 3, 8, 2, 8. Nobody knows does anybody know how to do it?
Oh.
And why didn't I had no trouble last time.
That's
Show and Finder.
I went bloop, 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 and it was all set.
Mine, okay. It's showing me meeting saved new chat text on my cloud. And it has the date with your name on it. There's a folder. Let's see.
Oh, wait, I think I found it.
Okay.
there's a page that it says
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna leave.
totally understand Google. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna leave it open in that way. Yeah. Hopefully, I can just send it to everybody. Okay, Paula, you good?
He's gone, I think.
She left.
Yeah.
I still see her. I still see her thing.
She might not have
Yeah, I see that. I see.
exited.
I didn't see it last time I looked though.
Maybe she came back on.
It's possible.
All right. Well, I hope, does anybody feel a little better than
I do,
started?
for sure. Thank you, ladies.
I'll send everyone the information and tomorrow's mind tripping.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Everybody good? I didn't mean to ignore you, Becky, about Texas. I was just trying. Are you doing okay?
Yes, they have found everyone but 3 people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good. First round of new things in the news, so I don't get regular updates because I'm not in Texas. But thank you. I'm glad that they found
Thank
people.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, it's terrible, but it's
Yeah.
closure, you know.
Disclosure. Better than not being able to put your loved one to rest, for sure.
I've worked for FEMA before and they really work hard. They really do. And Miss Christie, no, wanting her airplane to fly around the country when she feels like it is getting her butt kicked.
Good.
He would not restore the FEMA people, and she would make sign contracts for people who worked for FEMA. So basically, FEMA was not even, after the first 2 days, FEMA was literally not able to do anything.
Yes.
Y'all have any kind of upset, you can expect that to happen again.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, she made the rule that she had to sign off on anything over $100,000, which most of FEMA's projects are way more than that.
Yeah.
What's interesting is I don't know if she's getting Trump's Boeing airplane or not, but
Mm.